Activision Blizzard is in the news again because Activision and Blizzard is merged with them. Therefore, they're one and the same. And Activision it's up there with EA, as far as I'm concerned, for being one of the shittiest companies ever to be born. So Blizzard's testing this new moderation system for Overwatch Contenders, Twitch chat. That's right, the thought police are here, children, and you will be monitored. This will be implemented on December 28th to June 12th for the Overwatch Contenders 2018 season quarterfinals. Honest to God, there's only two types of people who care about this. Overwatch fans that are hardcore and people who want to troll. And in all honesty, both parties are just as toxic. It makes absolutely no sense. You want to police the Wild West. The West ain't wild no more, but really, it's the last bastion of freedom we have, and I'll be damned if the system isn't working its way into making sure you don't have any more fun on it, because that's how America works. If you have too much fun with something, it has to be monitored, filtered, controlled, and taxed. Blizzard had this to say on their Overwatch Contenders blog. We're always testing out new ways to improve viewer experience for Overwatch, Path to Pros ecosystem. An Overwatch Contender representative wrote in the blog, the Path to Pros team will evaluate the program's overall effect on creating a more positive viewing experience. Oh, please, it's Overwatch. It's Overwatch! For God's sakes. It's not Sesame Street. Overwatch is one of the most toxic things I've ever been involved in my life. Overwatch and its community gets me so pissed I could throw my fist through someone's skull if given the opportunity.
Oh, they're all gonna pay. They're all gonna pay the ultimate price.
I've honest to God thought about following a man home, figuring out his patterns between when he went to work, when he went home, went to sleep, what times he was alone in his car, what times at night, popping out, and then wearing a mask and screaming, "Penny for the guy." This dude goes, "What the fuck?" Wham! Baseball bat right in the kneecap. Then he starts falling on the floor. Oh, God! Bam! Right in the jaw. Technically, you shouldn't do this, kids, because it's illegal. And I have anger issues. That's why I'm in therapy. I have to suppress the beast. Just sometimes. I've just met real assholes on this thing. People who deserve to get the shit kicked out of them. It's just how Overwatch is. Because frankly, the good community that was in Overwatch is gone now. Fuck you, Jeff Kaplan. You did this. You created me. I used to love Overwatch. And then they just kept implementing this bullshit in the game. Every time you turn around, oh, we want to make the game more fun to play. Fuck fun to play. Life isn't fun to play, but we're still here. The point is balance, bro. Balance. That's the whole point of a first-person shooter is balance.
Perfectly balanced. This whole thing should be. Too much to one side or the other.
Overwatch is as balanced as a fat woman trying to make her way through a small aisle with too many goddamn displays. It's impossible. But I'll be damned if they don't try. And the community reflects it perfectly. There have never been more shit knockers in one space than on Overwatch. I found nicer conversations in Second Life, for God's sakes.
Well, we caught ourselves a pedophile. Look at that.
Excuse me? No.
Look at that long-ass tummy. Holy shit.
He is not a pedophile. What the fuck are you talking about?
But let's pretend that Overwatch is this fun, positive experience. The game's so broken, that's why everybody good has left and moved on to other games. The viewership is dropping, the player base is dropping, and Blizzard's bleeding money, and they're not happy because Activision cares about one thing: world domination and collecting microtransactions. Hold on, I need a drink. Fluffy, you've been eating shit. Oh, your breath smells like raw dog shit. Hold on, I gotta go clean some poopy. Oh, God. Twitch users who haven't linked their Battle.net accounts will be met with an automatic reply urging them to link their account when trying to chat. Neither Blizzard nor Twitch have said how this directly impacts their system. It's not clear whether there is potential for Blizzard to issue in-game bans to Overwatch for bad behavior on Twitch. Esports has reached out to Blizzard's Overwatch esports team for more information. I doubt that they'll get any information there. It's all smoke and mirrors, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this was another form of sort of control, you know? It's like, oh, you can't come on here and use banned emotes or say something we don't like or find offensive. All right, maybe racist crap has gotta go because it's ridiculous, but most of the time when people are doing that, they're just trying to get attention to be fucking trollish. But once they get those assholes, but how long before you can't even be toxic to just a team you don't like in Overwatch? When you sit there and say something like, oh, this team isn't meta. This is BS, man. some crap like that. This whole idea of trying to police Twitch chat with censorship doesn't sit well with me. It seems like we're going headfirst into an age of where everything isn't safe to say. You can't even make jokes anymore because everybody's so easily offended. Then they sit there and go to your Twitter and they spend God knows how many days, if not months, going through every tweet till they find something they think can wreck your career. Because people sat there and say, well, he made a joke about transsexuals 4 years ago. He's gotta go. He's horrible. Oh, he made a Hitler joke. He's bad. That's the world we live in now. It's ridiculous. You just can't have a fucking opinion. And that bothers me because I got a lot of opinions. The days of just being able to say what the fuck you felt and nobody giving a shit because that was your fucking thought are over. Now it's, oh, you said something bad. I'm hurt by it. And frankly, why the fuck are we focusing on gamers? Yeah, gaming is toxic, but everything's toxic because everybody's an asshole. Have you been to football games? How about ones overseas? Their football games are a real quick kick. They have football hooligans, for God's sakes. Bald, angry Irishmen ready to beat your ass because of Manchester, New England, or some shit won some sort of fucking game kicking a ball and they're not in the mood for it. I mean, have you looked at the Oakland Raiders fan base? The Raider Nation? For God's sakes? Is that not retarded and toxic?
To be part of the black hole, it's either in your blood or it's not. It's in my blood.
We have to be sort of intimidating. You can't have any other way in Oakland.
It was like a huge party, only that it's silver and black.
We're the most notorious fans in the league by far.
How come nobody's trying to police these motherfuckers? You don't see anybody coming up to them going, you can't say these certain things during the Raiders game. We're gonna have to ask you to leave, sir. No! Should people get stabbed in Oakland stadiums, for God's sakes?
Little uppercut to the gut, right? Look again. Check out this dude's right hand. That ain't the toy surprise from a Cracker Jack box.
Fist fights, body slams. Nobody's doing shit about that. But God forbid some kid does a Ugandan Knuckles Hitler meme in Twitch chat. Everything has to be policed now. It's too far out of control. This is the world we live in. Blizzard. If they had any brains, they wouldn't even be doing this crap. And the sad thing is, there are people supporting this idea. For some reason, they think this is going to make something better. You know what's going to happen? They'll implement it, and if they do give somebody a ban for saying something not nice, it'll only lead to more people being turned off to Overwatch. Good. I can't wait for that game to fully die. Overwatch at this point is just a dying game with some cool little cinematics. It won't be long before Blizzard and Activision figure out we can make more money releasing little movies. And then we'll have like this whole Overwatch universe that'll eclipse Star Wars. And in 10 years, I'll have to hang myself because I'm going to see kids walking around telling me about the lore of McCree like he's the next Han Solo. Anyway, back to the people supporting this. I guess this guy must be somewhat important. He's got the Twitch verification badge. I know Mundane Matt has been chopping at the bit to get this for years. It must mean something. He says Blizzard could potentially ban folks from BNet and take away their liberties for participating in toxic Twitch chats, and I'm all for it. There needs to be real-world consequences for spewing hate online. Taking away their toys is a great place to start. Well, all right here, Jared, whatever the hell your name is. You go to Oakland, and I want you to try these theories out on the Raider Nation and get back to me. You know, it's easy to take away the rights of some gamers who say some things you don't like that aren't exactly safe, or, oh, I didn't find that funny. I found it offensive. Oh, no, it's a dick emoji. Oh, God, the world is ending. Oh, you know, what the Jesus. Everybody's so ready to give away what little freedom we have on the internet. They're just ready. So ready. Ooh, there's some toxic people out there. You know why people are toxic? Because life sucks. Life sucks dick. Maybe, just maybe, you know, someone saying something rude in Twitch chat during a Overwatch stream is keeping him from building a homemade bomb and blowing something up. Who knows? I'm just saying, people gotta let off some steam. Something overtly bad, like, I don't know, doxing somebody. Maybe they deserve to get a ban there or something. Or, you know, some real crazy racist stuff, maybe. But someone making memes, using some emotes that are supposed to be banned, what the hell is the harm? Blizzard should be focusing on its own affairs, like fixing a game that's dying, or the fact that Blizzard isn't making the money that they used to make, so now they're asking former employees to leave. Blizzard is reportedly paying its employees to quit their jobs. You know, maybe there's something wrong with the company and it needs some structuring, who knows? I mean, Diablo Immortal, also pushing towards more existing IPs on a mobile platform, upsetting the fan base, has hurt their bottom line. The constant need to sell microtransactions is finally plateauing and people are getting sick of it or they're moving on with their lives. And the answer for everything is, we'll pay some employees 2 years worth of pay if they voluntarily resign. Here's a wild idea. Why don't we garnish the wages of those CEOs that make multi-millions for coming up with shitty ideas? How about that? Huh? That's a crazy idea. That could be cool. You know, instead of making some low-end grunt in customer service in fucking Ireland, Lord knows that he's probably dealing with someone who can't figure out how to get in their own account with their two-step verification. Instead of taking McGregor's job, why don't we ice some CEOs, huh? Why don't we get rid of guys at the top? Let's trim the fat from the top and see that trickle-down economy, baby. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not make better games. Let's not do something the fans want. Let's focus on the mobile market because that's where all the money is when it comes to microtransactions. And since people are a little tired of it and they're not really paying for the microtransactions on consoles and PC, we're gonna have to cut back on the lower end jobs. And the sad thing is, the people who do take the 2-year severance package and leave Blizzard, then leaves an extra workload on the poor motherfuckers who decide to hold on to the job, thus creating a bigger issue. Now those that are left are overworked and underpaid, but who cares? There's somebody in Twitch chat making dick emojis. That's the real issue here. Not the corporations, not poor management. No, it's the community. It appears the reasoning behind cutting production costs at Blizzard's offices in Cork, Ireland, is due to Activision's acknowledgement of the declining monthly activity users across all of Blizzard's titles, which has led to less incoming revenue. The counter trend, Activision is hoping for Blizzard to start releasing new games more regularly, as its two biggest games, Diablo 3 and Overwatch, appear to have plateaued in their respective active user base. The strive for more game releases also falls in line with previous statements from Blizzard of multiple Diablo games currently in development during BlizzCon. Yet they only show you the mobile game, because that's good business, it's good marketing, that's using your old noodle. And on top of that, as I said before, Overwatch, they kept patching it to be fun for everybody rather than balanced. Everything they did, starting around Season 3, just made the game worse and worse and worse. The only people who are left now are the hardcore Overwatch fans and people who make money playing Overwatch games or doing Overwatch content. That is it. So if you aren't sipping on the fucking Kool-Aid, wanting to buy every Overwatch skin whenever a new event comes, Blizzard's fucked. Because you lose guys like me, who actually would have played the game had it not got so fucked. Every time you turn around, a new character is broken, more broken than the last. The meta gets ridiculous. There are just some things that are too fucking OP. I said, fuck this. This game gives me too much agita now. Fuck it. Overwatch can eat my whole asshole. You can quote me on that. As far as Blizzard's concerned as a whole, whatever. This is the video game industry bubble bursting. They sat there and they just kept raking in more profits, more profits, more profits. It became less about new IPs and new ideas and creativity and more about releasing blockbuster games every year or so. They kept putting out the same game slightly tweaked. Assassin's Creed has been slightly tweaked every year. Then they did that 2 years off thing because The Witcher came out. They're like, we learned a lot from it. But overall, how much is different from the last Assassin's Creed game? Not that much. They say the story's better, but frankly, it's big video game reviewers that tell me the story's better, not normal people. Point being, when you think about it, what are all these IPs release? The same stuff over and over again. When's the last time you saw something new? Obsidian's new game, The Outworlders. Atlas is something new, but frankly, it's not really. It's just Ark reskinned. I knew that the second I looked at the trailer. Then these dumb bastards leave in the game's menu like idiots and confirm it for everybody. Good work. Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sure there are other games, but I'm missing them. And I don't really want to count indie games Because indie devs are the only ones that have any guts or any real passion for gaming. And I'm not talking about indie devs because, you know, we're trying to focus on the ones that people pay attention to, which is the AAA industry. Yeah, I should get the hell out of here. I just can't. It's like frustrating seeing all this shit. The usual BS. Rate, comment, subscribe, only so choose to. If not, to hell with it. You know me, I can't ask anyone to give more of a shit than me in the age of apathy. And this is an apathetic age, dude. So apathetic. But you keep it up, I'm going to have to report you for wrongthink. And I'll have to report myself.
Tools! Tools! Duct tape, zip ties, and gloves! I have to have my tools!